Hey guys, thanks for checking out my eBay auctions. Here we have a 1986 Peavey Falcon. This is the first generation Falcon. You can see by the black line bordering the headstock and the old school logo. It's got a Kaler locking trim. It's like a 2550 or 2570. I'm not sure of the model number, but I'm sure if you're looking at this, you're probably already familiar. So there it is. The nice thing about this is it's a roller saddle instead of a locking saddle, which to me, as long as you set it upright and put nut sauce on your pivot points, then I actually like it better than like a double locking tremolo where you're locking the saddles down. It also sits lower and flush than most like Floyd Rose style, and it's just a comfortable bridge to rest the edge of your handle when you're palm muting. This is in fantastic condition as far as what matters. You can't really see the frets, but they have hardly any wear for a 1986 guitar. I do have the original pickups, the original regular single coil pickups. They're not bad sounding, but I thought I could improve it, so I put some Carvin AP11 single coils in. Now it sounds much better. They're quieter, they're more dynamic, a broader response range, and they're ceramic magnets, which a lot of people get turned off by that. But the way Carvin makes them, they really sound nice and chimey. If you notice, they have 11 pole pieces, so you can really adjust them to any fretboard radius, any kind of string height you want. I just set them to match the stagger of this 8-inch radius fretboard, which these original maple board Peavey Falcons had. So I've got the original pickups, I've got the original white knobs and white tip switch if you want that. I just thought this looked a little better with the rest of the guitar. So here we go. We'll just give you a run through on the clean channel and then we'll get dirty. I'm playing through or Will's playing through a Roland Cube 30. You're probably saying, why are you playing this through a solid state amp? Play it through a tube amp so we can really hear what it sounds like. Well, not everybody has a tube amp, so odds are if you're looking at this guitar, if you're a regular working man, you may just have a regular solid state amp. So I don't want to make it sound better than it's going to sound through your rig when you get it. So hopefully that makes sense and everybody understands that. If you like the way this sounds, of course it's going to sound so much better through your tube amp, but just not to give anybody unrealistic expectations. I'm using gear that most people can afford if you're not a professional gigging musician. So this is for the recreational guys out there as well. All right, Will, take it away. Alright, that was the neck pickup. Here's the neck and the middle together. And here's the middle by itself. All right, here's the middle and the bridge. down to the bridge by itself. Alright, so they're a good bit higher output than like a stock single coil, but they don't get muddy. That's the thing I like about these, is noticeably higher output, especially when you get distortion or overdrive on it. But on the clean channel, if you hear that, we'll just go back to just strumming something clean on like the second position, the bridge in the middle. It still is very bright and chimey. So there you go. So even though the output is greater, it doesn't just it doesn't really present itself in the mid-range response, which is what you usually run into with pickups. The hotter they are, the more the mid-range, the muddier they can sound. But it still has that nice chimey tone, especially in the in-between position. So it's still really bright. The mid-range doesn't take over. These are great pickups. If you're not interested in this guitar, that's cool. But seriously, AP11s, they kind of fly under the radar, but they're great pickups. And for the price, which is pretty inexpensive, you can get them directly from Carvin's website, and they will most of the time improve the sound of whatever you've got, unless you're talking about Fralins or some boutique pickup. So thanks for checking out the auction.